everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War raid stream, week 31, day 4. So today, of course, we got ourselves the Diabolist hero class. It is a Blighted Lands week, and that is the hero class for this place. It's a pretty useless hero class. However, most people probably don't have it leveled, so at least you get to get some free XP towards it through the little bit of rewards. Obviously, we'll just be doing the free amount of battles. I will not be doing anything beyond that, as class events are pretty bad return on investments. So we'll just do that for the free XP, get 25 gems out of it, and be on our way. Aside from that, we have two new things that we're getting tomorrow, of course. We're getting a new Mythic that is actually not useless, and we're getting a Bounty Hunter event, which is useless. Though if you haven't already gotten Blighted Lands Max, it is one more troop that you can have towards getting a level 20, because you do need, what is it, 20 level 20s? Yeah, you need 20 level 20s, and you need a Mythic from the Kingdom if you want to get a +1 magic bonus from Blighted Lands. And if you're going to try doing it, this is the best week to try doing it, since the event keys are all Blighted Lands, as well as just a lot of troops. You can get the Glory Troop for a max easily. You can get the 4 faction troops maxed pretty easily. And you can get the, oh, what's the other one? Oh, wait, never mind. This one doesn't have a faction associated to it. Yeah, never mind. But it still has 2 irrelevant that or you can get instantly this week. The event keys and the, or 3. The event keys, the Bounty Troop tomorrow, and the Glory Troop that's been going on all week. Those are the 3 that you would end up doing to get it up a bit quicker. Also, that's kind of funny. One of the things is actually required to have this thing fully traded. This hero class is actually weaker fully traded. It's really weird. It has a 25% chance to summon a Nightmare when an ally casts a spell. It's really bad, and you would never use it in almost any situation. Yet it has it as a final trait. But I actually haven't traded it all this time, because the hero class is theoretically stronger without it. But, yeah, apparently we'll need to eventually. If this place gets 2 more troops, which it will once it gets a faction, then, yeah, it's going to go spike over that amount, unfortunately. But luckily, we're probably a ways to go until that ends up happening. But it's only a matter of time. But anyways, hope all of you have been doing well, everyone. Let's see, who do we have here? Hello, Sippleman. Sorry you couldn't make it, but have a happy birthday. As you mentioned earlier, not sure if you're still here, but happy birthday. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Dan. Hello, Kalthos. Hello, Dan. I said just Dan. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Dizen. Hello, Rex. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Captain. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Dinosaur Girl. Hello, Bill. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. So, first things first. Let's go and see if raid is done. It should be. Let's go claim our raid rewards. We haven't claimed any of them, so hopefully we will get some shiny orbs that we'll be able to use for future content. And some free gems right over there. A little bit to make up for the fact that we wasted so much last week. Gosh. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, that's not too bad. Those are bad, but that's not too bad. Can we do that with one of the majors? I mean, the only major? I forgot Bounty Hunter has 2. This one only has 1. Ah, and it's a green. Oh, all that loot, and all we get is a small blue. But at least we didn't get nothing of value. At least we got a small blue. That's worth like 300, 400, 500, depending on what event we use it on. Technically, on the raids that we just used it on, we saved 350 gems by using a blue orb here, so that we didn't have to buy the next pack, so that ended up working out pretty nice. For Bounty Hunter tomorrow, it'll actually save 400 gems. If you buy up to tier 5? Yeah, if you buy up to tier 5 in Bounty Hunter, and then use a blue orb, it'll only cost you 770 gems, rather than having to pay 1,110. So it ends up saving a whole 400 gems if you do it that way. So it ends up working out quite nicely. So definitely worth considering. Good luck with the orbs. Oh, you got 3 orbs of growth. Well, we technically got 3 orbs of growth. I got 3 green, 1 orange, and 1 blue. So at least we got a blue. But anyways, we don't need to do our raids now. There's no like additional rewards like something like a Tower of Doom. So once we hit all rewards, we pretty much don't need to do anything unless we're specifically wanting to go for leaderboard ourselves, which obviously we do not. But anyways, we'll leave that for there. So raids is done for the week. So let's go clear out our dailies, then go mess with Diabolist, get some free XP towards it, and then start leveling Monk some, because Monk, or I should say Knight, I mean. We already finished leveling up Monk to 100, but Knight we're going to do to 100 next. Main reason I'm doing this is this is the lowest leveled hero class I have for this high of a kingdom. It is currently power level 18, and as you can see, to get power level 18, we actually need the, or 19, we need the level 20 that we already just got on it, which luckily we have done now, but, or the level 80, I mean. Which you have done now. However, for the next level, which it doesn't show yet, it'll end up costing us a 100. So that's going to be obviously pretty high once we need to get to level 20. And for that reason, before it ever gets another 2 troops, I want to make sure I already have it done, so we don't need to end up worrying about it. and just go from there. But anyways, get that. But I mostly just want to get it in case we randomly just get 2 troops in like a couple months. It's probably going to take way longer than a couple months, but you never know. And for that reason, I want to have it done preemptively. Anyways, next order of business. Let's go and clear out these. Nothing too special here other than a little handful of gems, but any amount of gems is helpful for replenishing our gems. Nonetheless, I was like, hello, Steve! Welcome. Just stopping by to say hello? Well, hello, and leave a like. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by to leave a like. Greatly appreciated. Hope your day has been going well. What do we take? We'll take that one for now. But yeah, this bounty hunter troop is weird. It's not excessively good. It's not excessively bad. It's kind of like in that weird in between. It's going to be only used for this week and never used again, but it's going to be okay for this week. It has a weird like poison or a weird like burn disease kind of effect, and then an ability that's dependent on it. Overall, it's going to be average. Nothing too special. It's not like a turtle or Tagraki, that's for sure. Definitely way lower than that as far as priority. But I'll probably still medal it just for the sake of it. You're actually getting tired of video games. Quarantine is making you too much of a good thing. I don't know. I don't get bored that easily. So that has not happened to me. Actually, we have over 200 hours in Animal Crossing now. It came out on March 20th. And I have over 200 hours already. They're having an Easter event right now, so we've been hunting a bunch of eggs. Actually, even in the background of the stream, it's still going hunting eggs. Because AFKing the little treasure things is like barely anything. Like the little presents that go by. I used to do that with RuneScape. I'm pretty sure most people didn't even notice. But for like a year, I actually AFK'd like RuneScape in the background of a lot of my streams. Like almost every single one of them. And I think in almost every instance, no one even noticed. That was like 2.5 years ago to about 1.5 years ago. Entire time I just AFK'd it in the background. That game was really good at AFKing. Pretty much every single game I've ever played that has like a farm-based system. Except for maybe Gems of War, actually, because Gems of War surprisingly doesn't have one. But almost every single game, I find some kind of way to find like an AFK farming method in it. Even if the game never intended for there to be. Obviously in RuneScape it intended it. But some of the games don't intend it, but can still have a spot in it. Gems of War unfortunately doesn't, other than Tribute. But that's not really much. You just take it every single hour, but it still adds up. Still adds up, but it's not really an AFK method. Because normally an AFK method needs like a little bit more feedback than that. Even if you are away from it. Let's see. We'll take that for now. It's more like a mobile game thing than AFK method. Because normally most of those methods are, like they actually have some amount of engagement. Whereas most of the other methods that mobile tends to do, more often than not, are just like really long time waits, which is not the same thing. But anyways, what am I doing? We need to go do dungeons. And then we can go clear out the event. And after we clear out the event, we'll probably hand out a code. And then we'll mess with leveling up Knight some. And then once tomorrow wraps around, we'll have a lot of things to go over. We'll probably cover the Mythic in the morning and then Bounty Hunter during a stream. And then after the Bounty Hunter stream, we'll probably stream the new game that I actually got during the previous stream. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if any of you have ever played Mega Man Battle Network, any of those games. It's basically that, but an indie game. And it is a really, really solid game. I've played it for probably, what, an hour now? 2 hours maybe? It's pretty nice. We'll probably play it next stream. Or not next stream, but, you know, after next stream. After Bounty Hunter and everything tomorrow. What am I taking here? Where's my team? I'm trying to hunt for, or trying to find, there it is. I'm trying to find a Phoenicia. And the amount of time it took to find Phoenicia. Could just done that. Yeah, it's called, what was it? One Step from Eden? That sounds correct. Yeah, One Step from Eden, I believe it's called. It came out a week ago. I didn't even notice because I was playing Animal Crossing so much. But, yeah, the game's pretty solid. And I played Mega Man Battle Network a lot when I was a kid. So I have a lot of nostalgia towards that type of game type. And it's a really underused genre. Well, I'm not even sure if you could really consider its own genre. But it's basically like a grid board that you move on and you have a bunch of spells to cast. Is basically the general premise. It's a combination of turn-based and real-time. However, this one's a lot more real-time than turn-based compared to the Mega Man Battle Network series. What do we take here? I'll take that for now. And we just go poke it. There we go. Dungeon's out. And now let's go clear out the Diabolist. And for this, we'll probably just use the Monday one that I mentioned. Actually, what did I mention on Monday? I don't even remember at this point, to be honest. Oh yeah, it was a Inferno King skill spam build. However, I'm probably just going to go Dawnbringer into triple Lemashta. I mentioned that during the video. I didn't actually make a team thingy for it to copy-paste. However, that is actually what I'm going to run, just because works out a bit better. So we'll go and Diabolist that. Alright, so we'll go, where's that? Diabolist that. Boom, boom, boom. So we get a Dawnbringer in there. If I can spell Dawnbringer correctly. If I can spell Dawnbringer correctly. Let's see. And then we go triple lamb. That didn't really section out much. I probably didn't even need to do that search. This is how many options there actually were. I probably didn't need to search for it. It's easy enough to find. But anyways, let's go change our class to something we actually need a level. I guess we could go do Knight. It doesn't have half mana start though. Though everything I need a level doesn't have half mana start, so we'll just go Knight with that, and then just go all in on his mana. Does Knight have any way to +1 off his second to last? No, he does not. Well, actually he does. He has into yellow. I guess we'll go for it. Normally you'd run Banish with it, but this particular instance does call for yellow. We don't actually cast the Lammerstews. We're just doing this for all in Dawnbringer. And for it, we'll go for like a yellow-red build, probably. Yeah, that works. Where's the double red? I mean double yellow. There we go. So we'll go +2 yellow, +1 red, -1 green. And should be good to go. I believe that's all we need. And then we just go for Dawnbringer, Dawnbringer, Dawnbringer. And just keep casting it until we win all the battles. You can also use something like Black Manacle's first slot and feed purple into it with her. I'm going down this route. But that would be your next alternative if you don't have Dawnbringer. Is do, if you just want to go for quick kills, go Black Manacle into triple Lammerstew. I'm going the Dawnbringer route. Obviously, we wouldn't actually want to cast her. We only cast her if we need cleanup. For most of the battle, we're just going to go feed Dawnbringer manually and then kill it out. That's pretty much the game plan with this. And we should be good to go. What else could we take? Anything? Grab the red. And it's easily dead. Red the dead. Loading. Loading times. I know Gems of War has been pretty bad for loading times lately. You got this, Gems of War. There we go. Okay, where's our yellow? Grab that. Obviously don't want to convert that out, otherwise we lose all of our yellows. Which would not be good. We need those. So we can go one-shot them. There we go. Okay, let's go into the next one. Let's see, we got a Valraven there. We'll take the red then, just so we can get the extra turn. Grab the other red. Let's see. We need the yellow there. Grab the Dawnbringer. And easily kill it out. And of course we get the 2 Valraven kills from it. Or the 2 Valraven sigils. Which end up being very helpful as we need those to get the event done. It gives exactly enough exactly. If we don't end up losing a single battle, one of the reasons why I actually do these free class battles is 100% of the time it's actually coded so that you will end up getting, as long as you don't lose any Valravens and you don't lose any battles, you will always end up getting enough sigils to reach stage 4, which gives you, which gives you a handful of EXP, as well as it gives you, what's it called? It also gives you the gems, the 25 gems, which isn't really a lot of resources, but you know, it's okay for the time. The amount that you would have to put in of gems for it to be value generally isn't worth it, because the payback on the other rewards just aren't that high. So as you normally know with class events, we just go for the free ones and then clear it out that way. As paying any amount of gems for it's generally not worth it. The only time you'd ever do that is if you like really want the power level of the class. But just doing it just for the sake of getting the event done is not advised at all for how pricey it is. I'm surprised they have never rescaled it. There was mention that they were going to do like a class rework to the class system. Or, you know, with a rework kind of alongside it. But they never ended up getting around to that. They still might. It's not out of impossibility. But they haven't. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the servers are bad because of quarantine too. It's probably beyond their control, most likely. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably not under as much maintenance compared to how they normally would be. What did it take here? Grab that for now. Get her yellow. We then go Dawnbringer, all that mess out. He unfortunately gets that guaranteed revive, but one nice thing about the Lammerstu is even if we're not using her for her mana accumulation, we can still cast her a few times and she'll automatically hit the weakest enemy, which ends up working out for cleaning up whatever's left, as we just did right there. That's why she's there, and because she's a yellow. And of every yellow in this kingdom, she's the most useful with Dawnbringer. As well as Black Manacle if you don't have Dawnbringer. I'll take that. Unfortunately, 3 casts will not be enough, so I need to go get all the mana manually off of this. So we'll take that, take that. One more mana take, we'll get it. Unfortunately, we do not have any direct way of getting it, so we'll try for Sky Red, didn't get it. Come on, anything? Yes, we'll get the yellow, get a Dawnbringer down, and that is dead, except he just drained us. Fail. Oh, the fail. The fail is strong. Why you gotta drain us like that? Luckily, he wasn't smart enough to take the extra turn because it's AI. He could have cascaded there, but oh well. He's dead now. You've made a big mistake in the past. You didn't put the much attention into leveling your strength level in your kingdoms. How needs to speed up whole thing, but you're lacking on almost every stone you need. Yeah, you do generally want to focus your initial trait stones in early game to upgrading kingdoms. You do end up upgrading some amount of teams that you actually need to build, of course. However, a good majority of your trait stones, as you're progressing through the game, should be focused a little bit more towards kingdom. Obviously, you still want to build to a point where you have a few solid teams, but everything beyond that, you generally want to focus into getting kingdom stars. Kingdom stars is mostly important because you want to be getting stats off of them. At level 5, you end up requiring a legend from the kingdom, as well as 7 of them being 3 traded, if I'm not mistaken, which is quite a few if you don't own every single thing from the kingdom. Because if you don't own the wide variety of low rarities there, it can be a little bit harder to get. But luckily, most kingdoms these days are starting to get a pretty wide range of low level, to the point that 5 stars, of course, increasingly getting easier as time goes on. But still can be annoying at times, nonetheless, but it is still a priority, because the amount of stats you get for level 5 all kingdom is pretty massive. Also, the amount of tribute extra that you get up to level 9 all kingdoms is pretty much max. Like, there's a very little difference. There is a difference, but there's a small difference between level 9 all kingdoms and level 19 all kingdoms. The amount of tribute difference is pretty much only, what is that? 33%? I think there's only a 33% tribute difference or so. Of course, that adds up because whenever you get multiple at once, it's they end up giving you more gems. But still, I believe it's only a 33% difference as far as actual overall percent chance. So it's pretty nice. Because once you get it to 2 stars, or sorry, to 9 stars. 9 stars is, how much is that? 9 stars is 3 times value, if I'm not mistaken. And then it doesn't go to 4 times value until 19. So for a whole 1 times, you're going 10 levels. Whereas everything prior to that up to 9 times, you're basically getting almost a good majority of the loot as far as tribute is concerned. But yeah, the main big milestones for leveling kingdoms is probably 5, 9, and 10. But you could also toss 4 in there. But 5 is normally easy enough to do. It can be a bit difficult, but a lot of the harder parts of it have been made easier over time. Like the fact that factions make the legend a lot easier to obtain, and more troops existing makes the leveling and trading a lot easier to obtain. But yeah, it's 9 star and 10 star are a pretty stark difference, mostly because of obtaining the Mythic. It also has a 2 level 20 difference, which is quite massive. Actually, I don't even know if the other one even needed level 20s for level 9. But I know that level 10 needs 20 level 20s and a Mythic, which is normally a huge milestone hurdle compared to 9, even though they're only 1 star away from each other. But 9 is when you get almost max tribute, pretty much. But 10 is when you get another additional stat, which helps with pretty much everything, of course. Hello, Chad. Welcome. Hopefully you've been doing well. Diabolist's weapon is better than Dawnbringer? Is it? What is Diabolist's weapon again? I actually could forget off the top of my head. Last I recall, it wasn't useful. But, I can double check. Does it boost on Daemons to a point where it would be useful to actually use here? Let me double check. What was its weapon again? The weapon is... deal damage to all enemies boosted by all Daemon allies. So that would be a 9 or a 12 if we were using a Daemon. And then curse and burn all enemies. In fact, it only uses one... Oh, well, it uses on 1 mana, but you can feed it by the Lamish too. How much damage is that compared to Dawnbringer? That's not what I meant to do. Dawnbringer is a... That's not also not what I meant to do. Dawnbringer is a... Oh yeah, it actually does do more damage. It might be a little bit harder to get its mana up, though, after the first cast. But yeah, Lamish 2 would feed right into it. We could go try it. Let's go see. Let's go use Diabolist weapon with this. What was it called? Something Scythe. Or not. What's it called? They're just there. Well, the easy way to get there, go to Blade of Lands. It's obviously a Blade of Lands weapon. There it is. Fiend Fire. We can give it a shot. Obviously, we want to change our banner to pure purple. So if there's a purple red, that'd be great. That's not minus yellow would be great. Let's see. Oh, that's not minus red would be great. Really? They're both minusing each other. Fine, I'll just go up to standard double purple. There we go. Do we need to change class? Theoretically, it would be better. Let's just switch to Diabolist. Let's go all in Diabolist. Let's embrace the Diabolist. Okay. So this has a bit of a problem in that it only uses 1 color. However, if we can get alignment on her, we should be fine. Unfortunately, we don't. Actually, we do have it. Never mind. We'll grab it. So we do that. Take another purple. Surge. Cast. Repeat. Dead. So we do that. Do it again. Actually, never mind. It's going to need more than that, but we'll get there. I'll take the red for now. But this is where I thought it would slow down a bit. The big issue with this weapon is it only uses 1 color. And if we don't have that 1 color on the board, we're going to have a slow time trying to fill this up. Because we don't have any purple to really take on this board, which is a bit problematic, given that's the only color we use. I think I'll switch back to Dawnbringer. It's a weird kind of mechanic here, where sometimes a weaker weapon, like Dawnbringer in this particular instance, is stronger because it covers more colors. It's a kind of weird interaction that you can end up having, but this is actually an instance where it would end up being stronger, even though it's weaker. I'm gonna kill that out. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to kill. Kill the other one. And then we could end up taking the skull. And the main reason for that is the wider range of mana just allows it to cast quicker in these kind of situations where the board isn't as favorable. And while it has slower initial hits, its mana gets up way quicker than the this weapon would end up doing. But we'll go kill it out with that. Kill it with 1 more Lamish Stew and be good to go. If you got a lucky enough start, it could potentially work out better. But I believe it is best just to stay with Dawnbringer if you're on Dawnbringer. To switch back real quick. Let's see. Class. Where is... There it is, Night Class. Change banner to Dawnbringer. Wait, what were we using again? We were using yellow to red. Right. Yeah, we were using +2 yellow, +1 red, and we were using Dawnbringer. But the main difference you'll notice here is even when we have a worse of a start, even though we can't do it like any kind of convert or anything, it can feed off of a lot more mana to the point that it actually cycles a bit quicker. Even though the first one might be a little bit quicker when you're using Fiend. It's going to be a slower start, but it's going to actually win quicker more often than not. Also, its damage is about the same. It can double kill. And even though the other damage of the Fiend weapon is technically higher, as long as you double shot, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't kill or not. Though I'm not sure if actually Dawnbringer actually has enough damage to double kill on this next set. Definitely does right now, though. Good for that. Hopefully it does for the final set. Depends on how many yellows are in the battle, if it does or doesn't. Whereas Diabolist was dependent on the amount of Daemons on your team. Okay, no convert. We pretty much never cast that immediately with this particular team setup. I'll take that for Sky Red, didn't get it. Oh, I could have taken that Browns, whoops. Stakes are made. Let's grab that, take the other one. Let him take whatever. Grab like a red surge or something. We do have some amount of plus on red, right? We should, yeah. And then we just go through it. No, don't drain. Ah, that's problematic. Watch us actually lose this. It is actually possible if we're not careful. What do we grab here? We'll take that for now. No, I wanted that red. We'll take his blue to deny him. Unfortunately, no surge. We have convert there, but we'll go for that instead to get our Dawnbringer to tank. We're gonna need to take a skull just to make sure he doesn't kill us. Gosh. Let's see. Luckily we have barriers there. You know what? I'm gonna actually start hitting with these real quick, just to have less of a team to have to deal with. And then one more poke kills him, which at this point we'll easily find off the board. We'll leave that there. Then take whatever. Dead. Okay, let's see if it has enough damage for the set. It should. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Who else has been here since I played Stardew Valley? Yeah, when was the first time I played Stardew Valley? I believe 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I haven't played Stardew Valley in ages. Obviously, Animal Crossing is the Stardew Valley. The true Stardew Valley. No, actually the true Stardew Valley is like something like Harvest Moon. Let's see. What do we grab here? Actually, when is the last time a Harvest Moon game has been made? It's been like ages. Like a mainline Harvest Moon game. It's kind of like a dead franchise. Like got picked up by Stardew Valley and then absolutely dominated in sales. Speaking about dominating in sales though, Animal Crossing has been doing insanely well in sales. Probably because of quarantine. Quarantine was like the biggest advertisement for it, probably. More so than anything. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Grab a Dawnbringer. Grab our other Dawnbringer. Luckily, his whole team is yellow, so we get super high damage. So I think it would have killed even without that many yellows in this instance. But as you can see, we're taking mana from so many different manas that even though we can't burst purple, we actually technically win quicker just because we can cycle our mana a bit quicker due to having 3 options. And even though it was almost double the mana cost, it still works quicker. It's kind of weird how that is. Another really interesting instance of that, which is a really good example of it actually, is the difference between Famine and Sloth. Sloth has a 4 times mana drain for only 10 mana cost, and Famine does it for 24 mana cost. However, Famine is substantially better than the Sloth. And the main reason for this is the fact that it covers 3 colors. And that's pretty much the exact same thing that happens with Dawnbringer. Even though Dawnbringer has almost double the mana cost of that 14 mana cost purple weapon, the fact that it's a pure color purple weapon makes it quite a bit slower, actually. So for that reason, it's ends up not being as good. It's one of the reasons why, even though you can build a full mana drain immune team, if you're going to see a mana drain related team that's a full mana drain team, you're going to be seeing it with Famine more often, not with Sloth. And it's mostly because you can mass explode or mass mana accumulate into it. But it's kind of weird how a high mana cost can actually be a lower mana cost sometimes, just by covering more colors. It's one of the reasons why all the single color weapons are generally useless, with the exceptions of the Doom weapons for Hero. But in most other situations, and I guess Mountain Crusher and Essence of Evil, and a few other really niche instances of weapons that are just so powerful that they're still viable even though they cover a single color. But most single color weapons, or even just things in general, do not tend to normally be viable. That's not always the case, obviously, but more often than not, they are quite a bit less likely to be useful. And that was kill with that for cleanup, even though he's going to revive on us. Okay, see you, Calathos. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. We'll be back tomorrow at the normal time, probably around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 13, 14 hours from now. And we'll be messing around with Bounty Hunter, as well as the new Mythic a little bit. Oh, the stream might be actually a little bit later, though, because I do want to make sure I cover the Mythic before we do the stream. Depends when I end up waking up. I'm going to try waking up early enough so we can start at a normal-ish time. We'll definitely start way before noon, or sometime before noon. But, yeah, I do want to record that before we do the video. Just going over the Mythic, opening it, getting it, showing some teams for it real quick. First impressions, all the normal stuff we normally do with a new Mythic coming out. And get that done in the morning. And then the entire stream will be Bounty Hunter. And like normal, I won't cover a video specifically on Bounty Hunter, because, yeah, Bounty Hunter is that video. However, I will pin the team that we use to the video. So for anyone who's looking at the video after the fact, can easily find a team. Because I feel like that's the main thing that people end up asking, of course, is like, what team am I using for the earlier battles or later battles? So I tend to use the same for all of these days. just run 4 the entire time. But because it's become valuable as of metals, and just the increased stats in general in the game. But yeah, we'll make sure to pin it to the video, so that anyone who comes by will be able to see our team. Though, like most weeks in Bounty Hunter, the team doesn't really change much. It's pretty much the same team that it always is. It's normally very small variations that are almost always built around Tagraki as your main damage source, with the Turtle as your main mana accumulator, and whatever the bounty troop is in first slot that you have to use the bounty captain, and then the rest of whatever your other slot is just a utility to make it all work, depending on what the other troop is. The bounty captain. Okay, let's not get trolled by mana drain this time. He almost beat us the previous time. Let's see. Use the Mountain Crusher, double, the double Monolith with Hellcat? Yeah, Hellcat sounds pretty good. What is the double Monolith again? Do you mean Monolith? I assume you mean Monolith and you just forgot the H. But, yeah, double Monolith's not bad. The biggest issue with it is you need it to be damaged in order to do its damage. Or, you know, to be able to get its extra damage. So the only battles that you would really get it on are, like, the true damage battles, like this one. However, most battles, I don't feel like you would get the double damage on. And while he still does an okay amount of damage without it, it's quite a bit lower. I think it's only like 30-30 or somewhere around there. No, it's around the 30s. Depends if you're using like magic metals or something. But I'm pretty sure it's around the 30s. A double poke into 30s. Whereas a full AoE weapon would do into the 40s for double poke. So unless you're getting him to do double, it probably isn't worth using monoliths. Oh, don't drain me there. I needed that to win. As long as he doesn't core vash us, we should be fine. Grab that. Take that. Dawnbringer dead. Don't. No, okay. I thought he was getting an extra turn for a second. He was thinking about it. Flamer Monolith and a couple of Incubus. Yeah, Incubus does have a mana drain. Yeah, it's an okay mana drain. Not the best, not the worst. And we get a Diabolist level off of that. 25 gems. And a little bit of gold. Not much, but it adds up. Do you know how to reset Gems of War on PS4? No. I am not aware how to reset it on PS4. Why do you need a reset? Generally, I wouldn't say you really need a reset in this game for the most part. While there are several things you can mess up, there's generally resetting wouldn't really help it too much. I don't know. What did you do that you feel like you need a reset? But, I don't think there is an easy way on console. I'm trying to think. The only way I can think of, but it would require... Oh, no, never mind. You wouldn't be able to do that. I was going to say to make another account and then switch it over to that one. But you can't actually do that because that's only something you can kind of do on PC Mobile. Like using the other device to go and hook it up. Or, you know, set it up so you can replace out your other account. I'm trying to think. I don't believe it is possible, last I recall. I don't think any console version can actually reset it. Though Switch might be able to. It has like a hard reset thing for some games. I'm not even sure in that case. Yeah, in PS4, I don't know. Yeah, as was mentioned, just contacting support might be able to help you. If you go to the Gems of War forum. Gems of War forum, or sorry, not Gems of War forum. Gems of War, gemsofwar.com, then go to support, then go to submit a request. And I believe they might be able to do it there. Though due to coronavirus, the response rate is probably way slower than normal. Their response rate normally isn't that bad for that kind of stuff. But given the current situation, it's probably much slower than normal. But anyways, let me go and hand out a redeem code. I did say I would hand out a redeem code at that point. And we have reached that point. Let me see if I can go find it. Where'd it go? Let's see. Where is it? That should be it. Oh, wait. Was this the one I gave to Supplement? I gave him a code so he could hand it out during his birthday. I need to go double check. Was this the one I handed him? No, it wasn't. It was the previous one. Let's see. Let me just double check again. Yeah, it was the previous one, not this one. Just making sure. I gave him one that he can hand out on his birthday. Which is tomorrow, I think? Let's see. I think he said it was on the 4th or the 2nd. What day was it? It's sometime. Oh, no, it was the 3rd. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. So we'll probably hand it out on the morning stream. He wanted to hand out the code like he did last year. Anyways, here's the code. Wait, I didn't even double check to see if it worked. Fail. It should. Let's go double check it though. Yeah, it does work. Gotta double check, you never know. We've had it not work before. We've definitely had it not work before. Sometimes they just don't want to. That or Salty does something wrong. No, but yeah, you just use that on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. You just go copy and paste the random numbers and letters, starting with GOD over there, and just all that. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. Okay, so next thing. Let's go level monk some. We finish out all those dailies, and we don't need to do anything with elves because we have so many shards that we don't need to do anything here. We have pretty much all the loot we ever need, and we have everything maxed out faction-wise. The only thing we haven't done yet is Sea of Sorrows, which we'll get around to once we can potion it, because we're definitely going to potion it rather than doing anything else for it, as it'll just be more convenient. Anyways, let's go to Zhejian and see if we can go get a level. At least get some levelage on it, if nothing else. So we'll go switch over back to Knight, of course. And we'll definitely go until at least we get 1 level. Let's see, what are we even at EXP-wise on it? Oh! That's funny. Well, we're done, just kidding. We'll probably get a whole nother level after this. We're literally 1 EXP off a level. I did not realize we were that close. That's kind of funny. But yeah, we'll go to 2 more levels, because that's 1 level right there. I did not realize we were that close. Nice. Well, let's go get 82 monk. I mean, 82 knight. Gosh, I'm still in the process of thinking we're using monk. But we will be next week for Guild Wars, or try incorporating if we can. This is one of the reasons why we wanted to get it max in time. Okay, what do we need here? Ooh, extra turn off start. That's exactly what I want to see. Don't even need to cast the Leprechaun. That's one nice thing about this banner setup. One of the reasons why I always run this team, aside from it being pretty much the quickest team in the game, or is, at least for these quick kill kind of things. But one really nice aspect about it is you can set your banner to +2 blue, +1 green. Have the +1 green off of the Leprechaun for a total of +2 blue, +2 green. And this makes it so a 4 times or 5 times of green or blue will full mana you, meaning there's a lot of extra turns that will full mana you, basically. And even non things like this could cascade into the mana you needed, theoretically. But yeah, 4 times blue or green you normally want to scout out for if you can. Actually, I think we had it there and I just didn't take it. But you generally want to grab them with this team just because it will full mana, and it is definitely worth it. Alternatively, you can also try surging off a single 3 if you really want to. However, Leprechaun's normally safer because it's possible you don't surge, of course. While the chance is higher that you would surge than not surge, it is still likely that you would not surge, whereas Leprechaun will almost always give you full mana if you don't have a 4 times, 5 times on the board. Like right here, instead of taking a 3, let's go for Explode, and then easily kill it out. And rinse and repeat till we have all the XP and loot we ever want. So of course, this isn't that good for gold, and nor is it that good for tokens since it can only be ran at lower level range. It's mostly just for some class XP while gaining tokens. PvP can actually be a little bit quicker running 1 trophies. However, you have to do a lot of repicking, and you're in battles a lot less. It's mostly like menuing, which can get a little bit more tedious. And this is quite a bit of menuing too, but you're in battle a lot more with this than you are with the other one. Let's see. Oh, grab that. Oh wait, why am I even grabbing that? We don't even need it. We just take that, kill it out, good to go. Also, I see balloon on the other one. It's kind of funny. In Animal Crossing, well, it's not funny. It has been bugging me for the last 2 days. In Animal Crossing, there's like a bug where if you've gotten 300 balloons, they stop spawning. So now I have to make another account just to farm my balloons from my other account. It's really weird. But they should hopefully fix it soon. I really hate when AAA titles have bugs in it. It's always annoying. And I normally see Nintendo as one that like almost very rarely has a bug. But nope, they still have bugs. It's been a while since I've actually like seen one, like a prevalent one in the game. And this is probably like the most prevalent one because they released an event where it makes it impossible to do the event otherwise, which is very frustrating. That'd be like if Gems of War released an event without the sigils. It's almost the exact same thing. Here's a new event. No sigils with it though, so you can't play it. pretty much what happens. Let's see. I'll go for that one. And get our Wayne for the kill. Pretty easy quick kill. And at this point, we probably already gained like 20-something XP in that short amount of time. It is about 3 to 4 XP per minute. Oh, never mind. A little bit lower than that. Only 13. I'm starting to think like PvP rates. I do farm PvP a little bit for XP. I probably should do it a little bit more often. It's definitely worth considering. I just hate having to repick battles so much. I just don't find it as much fun personally compared to doing this because this has a really fun cycle to it. Whereas PvP, you're like mashing the repeat button half the time. If you're trying to do one trophy PvP. Also, why did I not cast Leprechaun? Not even doing my own advice, going for that 3. Let's see. What was that other question there? I missed one. What was that? From Cooper. Hey, Tacet, what is the best defend team composition considering how AI works? Best as in the best to set for PvP? Or the best... Like, do you mean strongest best or most effective best? What I mean is, for example, Mountain Crusher in top sometimes prevents troops under it from being casted if its mana is full. Yeah, AI has a weird tendency to constantly keep exploding over and over again. As far as what tends to be best as far as winning on defend, it tends to be team compositions that have a good luck factor where they could basically get lucky off an alignment and then auto win. These are things like infinite looping teams off extra turns like most Goblin teams. This consists of various double convert teams like Divinish Pollock Quillen. This consists of things that can just randomly get a free kill like Rope Dart into Skull Spam. It has things that can easily annoy to a point where it basically makes the opponent impossible to kill, like, for example, a Life and Death Orb Weaver. Stuff like those tend to be the strongest just because they need to have a strong mechanic where they have a luck factor that if it triggers, it'll win. And in the case of Life and Death, of course, the luck factor is actually the Death Mark. It has double Death Mark while also being really durable. But generally, anything that has a luck factor that is also strong tends to win. It will not always win, obviously. It'll probably lose way more than it wins, as that's just how win rate is in this game. The player advantage is really high in this game compared to the AI chance of winning. But it is worth considering building around that. Building into things that have a luck factor that can that have a chance of just randomly killing. And while they might not always get that luck factor, the times that they do makes up for pretty much every time that they don't. As one of the strategies that is generally ran during Guild Wars. So some Guild War teams might end up missing pretty hard when they initially start out, maybe with their converter or with something. However, if they get the alignment, they generally auto-win or get really close to auto-win, or at least devastate the team to the point where they lose a lot of points and won't get as much as they would have, even if they do end up losing. And I wish there was a way to track that in Guild Wars. Kind of hard to tell. But as far as the best thing to set for PvP defend, if you're just looking for overall best loot, it's actually 4 times Firebomb or similar teams that are equally as weak. And the main reason for that is in PvP defend, it's actually better to lose than to win. Only in Guild War defend is it actually relevant to win. And the main reason for that is how revenge battles work, to a point where you actually get more value from revenge battles than you do from winning your defense. Basically meaning that it is better to set a horrible defend team for PvP than it is to win your PvP defend. Which is kind of strange, but it is the way it is. The only exceptions to that is if you're going for leaderboard, or if you're playing very, very little. In both cases, it would be stronger to, and by very, very low, I mean very, very low PvP. So you still be playing a lot, but not be doing that much PvP. Which is where the state I'm normally in. Where I generally play for a few hours a day these days. However, I'm normally not in PvP for almost any of that time. What's the best legendary team one can use for dungeon challenges? Probably Yagoi Queen of Tanya, if you're looking for some kind of quick kill. Yagoi Queen of Tanya, cast them both, and you pretty much win. Like Yagoi twice and the Queen of Tanya once. Or even just Yagoi spam into Queen of Tanya's Fairy Fire. Yeah, Yagoi, it would be a Flame of Fur, Yagwe, Tapon, Queen Titania. And if you don't have Flame or Fur, use Urskea Crown, which you get for free from completing out the Urskea Kingdom. Okay, what do we need here? Grab the blues, get our splits. Looks like we'll gain a hero level 2. Actually, they both might gain a level at the exact same time, actually. Hero level and a class level, which would be nice. We're getting there. What are we at right now? We're at 1,534. About to reach 1,335. Slight progress. Slowly but surely. When you farm stones, which stage is the best to farm? You don't have Phoenicia yet, but Rowan and Scorpius team. Well, if you're looking for... Well, what kind of stones are you looking for? If you're just looking for generally any stones, the best way to get stones is basically doing the exact strategy that we're doing now. And doing on Explore 2 or Explore 3. Whichever one you can one-shot on. If you can Explore 2, do then 2. And if you can do 3, then do 3. We're currently doing it on 3. But, you basically just run a Leprechaun or another Empower, though Leprechaun ends up working best, especially since it gives you a little bit of gold too. But generally it's something like a Leprechaun into Rowan into cast into win, and rinse repeat. Because you get a trait stone every single battle, and while the rarity of the trait stones might be a little bit lower than compared if you did at a higher level, you're still getting way more trait stones than if you were doing it at a higher level. And while the rarity might be a little bit lower, it will give you a better range of the costs that most troops have as far as filling them up. And you can also just do it in whatever kingdom, because this team does work in pretty much any kingdom. If you're doing it on Explore 2, there isn't really a single kingdom that doesn't work in, but a few exceptions, mostly being the kingdoms that have a lot of revives in them, so you do generally want to avoid that. For example, if you need brown-red, you would not want to go to Groshnok, because there's a troop there that has a 100% chance to revive on death. You would want to go to something like Urskea, because Urskea has a lot less annoying things than that of Groshnok, even though they both give you brown-red trait stones. And if you want to know what traits or where you can get a trait stone, the full list can be seen just by clicking on the trait stone in your menu. So if we want to see like where to get green purple, we can see Zolkari and Bright Forest, and we're probably going to go for Zolkari due to lower durability. But you can kind of just make that judgment based on what's there. Where were we? We did that. Oh yeah, we're still leveling up Knight. Should be at like what, 20 something, 30 something XP. Getting there. Yep, 36. We basically doubled it compared to before. It seemed like a shorter amount of time, yet we still got more XP. Go figure. Okay, we'll go grab that. Take our explosion. Rowan, poke all of them. All of the pokes. Okay, what else do we need? Level that up. Get our explosions. Grab a Rowan right over there. And he's already dead. And skip past that. Skip past that. And it's the next one. Okay, what do we have? Get a explosion immediately. Oh yeah, make sure never to click on that too early. It ends up freezing it. There's a weird glitch. They are aware of that glitch. They have been for a while. It has to do with how the game is coded. That makes it really hard to actually fix that glitch. Even though they're very well aware of it, they actually do not have a fix for it. I forget what the exact explanation is, but it has to do with how they have the game coded and the program that they're using for it. Which is, the coding language is, what do they end up using? Unity. They end up using Unity for it. But there's a problem with Unity that actually makes it kind of glitched. And they haven't found a workaround for it yet. They said it could take like a whole patch just to fix it. Like a whole patch is in like a whole patch where that's almost the only thing that gets released in the patch. It is probably eventually going to be a thing. But it's not likely to change anytime soon. But I wish it was. It's probably one of the bigger things. That and the cancel button. That's another one that they said probably would be really hard for them to implement, but probably would eventually. Because as many of you know, you cannot cancel abilities. It'd be very useful if we could. And there's going to be so many bugs once that does come out. Like, there's no way it's not going to be bugged in some way. Like, I could bet money right now that if a cancel button gets added to the game, there will be at least one instance where it is bugged. There is no way it'll be bug-free. But it did say that that is pretty unlikely to happen. Though they are likely going to get to it eventually. It's on their mini list of soon TM things to add to the game. But those are probably like the two main like quality of life in battle things that would be really nice. Ability to cancel battles, and the fact that it won't slow down anymore if you're hovering over your card, which isn't a big deal on consoles, because I don't even think it's possible to do that on consoles, but it is possible to do on PC mobile, which are the two biggest locations where the game is played, of course. Also, it's also possible to do on Switch with touchscreen enabled. It's not possible to do with controller only, though. Controller only can't trigger that little like time slow thing where you click on a card and it moves slower. Just because controller can't actually click on them prior to the game loading, or all the traits coming in. Like whenever stuff is happening, it's impossible to actually click on them with controller. Or it is possible to do it with touchscreen or mouse. Yeah, I mentioned two different things with that. There's canceling spells and there's the slowdown. The slowdown is just the fact that it goes down to like one-time speed whenever you're hovering over something, regardless of what you have your speed set to. And of course, canceling is just canceling. The ability to cancel out of any ability, particularly targetable ones. After you've already clicked cast, but there's not anywhere where you want to do it. But targetable, converts, stuff like that. Or control. It's likely to eventually happen, though, no time soon. I highly doubt it would happen this year. Yeah, that happens. I haven't done that for a while. But yeah, I used to do that a lot with like Valkyrie, back when Valkyrie was meta, like the first year of the game or so. Year and a half. You would like cast a converting spell, like Apothecary, Valkyrie, something. And then you realize, oh, there's no alignment. And then you're stuck. It's like, oh, I can't cancel this. Oops. Well, guess I have to waste this ability. And then you could possibly lose the battle because of it. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything I missed, let me know in chat. I'll make sure to do so. Just let me know. Skippity, skip, skip. Skip all the things. Let's see. I see a thing on other game. Oh no, I ran out of slingshots on the other game. It's ruined. Our farming method is ruined. Actually, there's a whole inventory of presents. I think it's fine. The grind is real. But that whole time, we ended up farming an entire inventory of presents. So anyone who watches the Animal Crossing stream, we got a lot of them. Actually, I'll probably have everything before. That's like what I do whenever I said I was doing AFK method earlier. That's the first time I tried doing it on stream, just because we're so far behind because of the glitch. But, gosh, it just gives so many balloons now during this event. It's pretty nice during the Animal Crossing event thing. I just hate that it's glitched at the moment, but hopefully they fix it soon. But luckily, we should be caught up now. Between all the AFK grinding we've been doing on it today, I think we caught up. Okay, what do we need? Grab our explosions. Get that Rowan going. Already extra turned that. How long do you think Gems of War will have a player base? I think it'll have it for a while. I don't see Gems of War going anywhere anytime soon. And even if they did, they would just release another game. I don't think they're going to be doing Gems of War 2 anytime soon. I feel like they're going to do a really big single-player experience that has multiplayer. It seems like they're going to probably aim for... yeah, there's no plans for Gems of War 2. I feel like their plan is to make a multiplayer via Puzzle Quest 3 really viable. Have a single-player experience, but have a multiplayer aspect that is actually like committed to for a game. I'm not sure if they will, but it seems like something they might do. Because a lot of people ask for like match 3 multiplayer kind of thing. And they could end up incorporating that into an RPG style Puzzle Quest 3. Or maybe even not call it Puzzle Quest 3 and just call it Puzzle Quest something. But make it into a multiplayer game. And I feel like if they were to do something after Gems of War, or, you know, alongside Gems of War even, I feel like that's the direction they'd probably move in. Or it's just me wanting Puzzle Quest 3. We still never did play through Puzzle Quest 1 on the channel. Well, we have twice, but I mean the HD remake version of it. I haven't played through. The ones that's a Switch exclusive. It's probably a Switch exclusive for several more months too. Though I believe it's going to be coming to Steam probably by the end of this year. And probably go to next-gen consoles as well when they come out in early next year. Or late this year, I mean. Actually, yeah, isn't next-gen consoles coming, or supposed to come out before the holidays this year? I'm not sure if they still are given coronavirus, but I haven't been following them that much. So who's currently winning? Let's actually hear that from chat. For whoever does follow it. Who's currently winning? PS5 or Xbox? Whatever they're calling the Xbox thing. Actually, I don't even know what it's called, so they're already losing. It was like Scarlet, and then they changed it to something else, I think? I'm not even sure. Oh, it was Project X. Wasn't it? No. Well, I don't know. They already failed. I don't even know what it's called. PlayStation kept it simple. They just added a number. Let's see. Grab our explosion. But I've never actually owned an Xbox console. I've owned every Nintendo console except for 3DS and Wii U. Like that whole era, I basically just did PC gaming for the most part. And the only other console I've ever owned was a PlayStation 2. After PlayStation 3 was already out. But I've never owned any Xbox console. Ever. Yeah, isn't it called Xbox Series X or something? I don't know. Their branding on it could have been better. It's kind of like when Nintendo named their thing the Wii U. The biggest fail ever. Like, they named it so weirdly that it didn't even seem like a new console. And I feel like Xbox kind of did it this time. It's a little bit more distinct enough that obviously people know it's a new console. But it's still such a weird name. No, I never had a PlayStation 1. I've played a PlayStation 1 before at friends' houses, but I've never actually owned a PlayStation 1. Actually, I believe I played every PlayStation except the PlayStation 3. I don't think I've ever played on an Xbox controller or even on the console any game. But I've played on PlayStation 1 but never owned it. I played PlayStation 2 and have owned it before. I'm not sure I've ever played on a PlayStation 3. And I did play once on a PlayStation 4 at a friend's house, one fighting game, of which I absolutely decimated them somehow. I was just mashing random buttons because it was a fighting game and I didn't know any combos, but somehow I was still winning because I was starting to notice patterns with the random button mashing that I was doing, and those patterns were working. So I just kept adapting those patterns, and it seemed to work, even though I had no clue what I was doing. It worked out quite effectively. It's pretty much a strategy for any fighting game that has combos. Mash every button until you find something that works. And then just adapt slightly to make sure that they're just not countering the same thing over and over again. That tends to work. That and know what the block button is. Oh, yeah, I played Bandicoot on original hardware before. I played Spyro on original hardware. I've played, I pretty much played everything like that on original hardware. But, I'm trying to think, what else was there? Trying to think. What other thing was on, like, PlayStation that was, like, really big back in the day? I know it was Spyro. I know it was Crash Bandicoot. There's some Crash Bandicoot racing games that actually weren't that bad either. I'm trying to think of what else at the time. Can't think of much off the top of my head. I didn't play any of the Final Fantasy games. I still have yet to play any of the Final Fantasy games. I need to eventually. That's going to be a long project, but I do eventually want to play either all or some amount of the Final Fantasy games. I'm not sure which one I should start with, if I ever do start on it. But I do eventually want to get around to them. It's just on my back burner. of many, many RPGs I still need to play. Speaking of RPGs I need to play, Octopath Traveler, still haven't done that. I heard a lot of good things about it. I own it, still haven't bothered playing it out. Also, Cookie. I'm not sure if Cookie's still here, but Cookie generously gifted us Hollow Knight earlier today. I still haven't claimed that code. I need to go do that too. But thank you, Cookie. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, Cookie gave us Hollow Knight earlier. It's a, I heard a lot of good things about that. It's a really good platforming game, and I want to play it before Silk Song comes out. And we'll definitely stream it on, we'll definitely stream it. Well, I'm pretty bad at platformers. The only platforming game I've ever, like, really, really liked, like, there's a lot of platforming games, like, you know, that are fun, and they have a good atmosphere. Like, Ori and the Blind Forest I still haven't played yet. I really need to get around to that, too. But I don't actually even own that one yet. I need to find a copy of it. But, that would just pay out for it. But, what was the thing? Mario Sunshine. And there's actually a rumor that there might be an HD remake of it soon. And if there is, as long as it's not full retail, like as long as they make it like 30 or 40 bucks or something, I would probably get it. It's probably my favorite platforming game that has ever been released, especially if they add content to it while making an HD remake. But Mario Sunshine, as far as platforming is concerned, is probably my favorite. It's actually the only Mario game that was platforming like that I actually really cared for. That and Mario Maker. But as far as one that actually had a story, Mario Sunshine was the best of mine personally. I have heard a lot of good things about Hollow Knight. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. A lot of like the more indie ones do have like pretty good storylines. I just feel like they tend to be towards the shorter size is the only problem. I'll go for that for now. Oh, hello, 2009. Oh, yeah, we still need to go trade in Animal Crossing from that earlier. I don't think I'll be able to tonight. But either on Saturday or sometime tomorrow we can still go do that trade. But yeah, for whatever reason, it won't let you mail eggs. It's kind of weird. Almost everything's mailable in Animal Crossing. That's one that isn't. Kind of strange. But yeah, we'll get around to it, no worries. Keep in mind, the event's going for a while, so... The Animal Crossing event's not ending till the 12th. Or sorry, the 13th. Wait, is it ending on the 12th or the day after? Yeah, it's the 12th. Because isn't the 13th Easter? I believe it's ending the day before Easter. Yeah, I believe it was the 12th. So we still have over a week. It's plenty of time. So I have a bunch of spare DIY recipes too. And I could pretty much just give you some copies for some whatever. Because we have like almost a whole set of spares at this point. Or we will soon. I'm still trying to find a few that I don't have, but we're gonna have so many spares along the way. Because it doesn't check to see if you have duplicates or not. You started Hellblade Sensita Sacrifice today? That sounds like an interesting game. Yeah, I started One Step from Eden today. And I had a lot of fun with it. Actually, should we go play around before we end the stream after we get a night level? I'm almost tempted to. We're going to have it as its own individual stream tomorrow, though. After everything with Gems of War, of course. Harvest Moon was actually on PS1? I did not realize that. That goes that far back? Wow. Hey, yes, please. Isabel really wants it. Oh, we just gained a level. Well, I guess we're doing it soon. Well, let's go take our tribute. But anyone else have any other Gems of War questions? We'll get that level at the start of tomorrow morning. Got our 1.2 million glory ready to go. Let's see. What else do we need to move around? So we did that, we did that, we did that. We got our level. We'll go gain that other level a little later. Yeah, we did everything then. And now we're level 82 knights. So 2 levels in a stream. And of course, we'll get that leveled over time. Not in like a too big of a rush to get it maxed. Obviously, one of the worst hero classes in the game. I'm just getting it maxed because of how leveled up the star level is. But yeah, as far as Gems of War, we'll go and tomorrow morning, around noon or so, or in the morning, we'll get the video out for the new Mythic. Go over that as our normal video do, reaction video, all that. And then after that, we'll also stream the game that we're about to go stream right now a little bit. I'm not going to divide the stream right now just because it's the end of the stream. And then tomorrow night, we'll be back at our normal time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. Why does the AI prefer regular Skulls matches over Doom Skull matches if they have both? I do not know, but I believe it's because of how they initially coded skulls. Because Doom Skulls came after the fact. Doom Skulls haven't always existed in the game, of course. So for that reason, I think they might have put a weird priority on them. I'm not sure exactly. But they have a different priority that, yes, they actually do prioritize skulls over Doom Skulls. It's kind of weird. The priority order is actually skulls, then Doom Skulls, then a bunch of colors. I'm not sure exactly why that is. It just is. How long to farm 1 million glory and where? It takes forever and a half, and it takes like over a year. That is just from a very long duration of time. That is not a quick thing to do. The best way that you could do it, though, is off of gnome events. You can get a few thousand per hour off of gnome events. So if you played for like 30 hours every gnome event, if not more, you could average around like 2,000 to 3,000. Let's say you get even a little bit more than that, depending if you get a lucky hour. Let's just say it's 2,000, the low ball estimate. You could end up getting, with 30 hours played per vault event, that is about 60,000 glory per vault event, which means you're getting 60,000 glory every single weekend during once a month. And then on top of all the other glory you get, that basically ends up being about 1 million over the course of a year. But no, it takes a very long time. You have to keep in mind, we've been playing this for like 5.5 years, and most of that glory has slowly accumulated over time. We've actually had under 1 million twice and then got back over 1 million. But yeah, that has been accumulated over a very long time. I think the last time we spent some glory is probably about a little under a year ago. I think it was like, what, 9 months ago? When event keys weren't or mass buyable anymore in the glory shop. And at that time, we ended up spamming a bunch and got down to like 700,000 or 600,000 glory or something. And then over the last like 9 months or so, we farmed back up to 1.2 million. And we have thrown some of that down needlessly. Like, for example, last Friday, we ended up throwing down 1 million in order to go and get, what's it called? The faction upgraded to get to level 200 because we needed 1 million gold in a pinch. So we converted 1 million of it into gold. Or sorry, 60,000 glory into gold. Not 1 million of our glory, obviously. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for Gems of War for now. However, let me go play the other game real quick for any of you that were curious. We'll be doing an entire stream dedicated to it, but I'm not going to bother splitting it right now because we'll probably just play a round or two. But anyways, might as well. I was pretty hyped for this game. And it's, I don't know, I just had a lot of nostalgia for it because I played a lot of the Mega Man Battle Networks when I was a kid with one of my friends from elementary school. It's like the main game we'd play together and had a lot of fond memories of it. And this is like the closest game I've ever seen. And actually the main character you start with plays very similar to Mega Man, actually. They don't always take 3 matches over 4 times matches. But anyways, one step from Eden. It's on 2 different platforms. It's on, oh, where's my controller? Oh, 1 second. Oh, it's not linked. One moment. Hold up. Bluetooth connectivity. Why are you failing me? Why are you failing me, Bluetooth? 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay, we should be good. Okay, just making sure it's linked. Anyways, so this is a game that... Oh, wait, is it even up on screen? Hold up, 1 second. Might not be up on screen. We have sound, but we don't have visual. Hold up. Wait, that should bring visual up. There we go. Anyways, so this is a game I actually ended up getting today, and I figured I'd go over it just a little bit. It's a lot of fun. It's One Step from Eden. It's currently on Steam and Switch, on the only 2 platforms that's on. I'm currently playing the Steam version, even though I'm using a Switch controller for it. Obviously, it's full controller support for any controller, but obviously for this one, since it's also on Switch. But basically, it's like Mega Man Battle Network. If you don't know what that is, it was basically a 3x3 grid where you go and get a bunch of different abilities that you can use. And this is basically a roguelike indie version of it. I believe it was actually Kickstarted as well. I didn't support the Kickstarter, didn't even know it existed until like a week ago. But, or until recently, actually. It released a week ago. Didn't know of it until literally today. And I was like, oh, I need to get that game. But yeah, let's go through it real quick. It's a roguelike. So it's very punishing. So don't expect me to actually win because we just started today and I am still very newbie. We have unlocked a few new characters, but I'll go with the main default one just because it is very similar to Mega Man, actually. The default, actually. Actually, pretty much any of its sets are pretty much like Mega Man. Like, even that gun thing that it has is pretty much exactly like it. Let's go with the default for now, because the Buster thing that it has is pretty much as close to the old experience as we can get. But basically, we have a bunch of battles here, and they all have different like attack patterns and you basically need to go and get a bunch of loot and basically progress forward as you normally would in any roguelike, trying to go with as many flawless rooms as you can to end up getting more loot, getting healed, getting benefits, getting gold, and basically getting random things and hoping you get good. I still don't know what a lot of these terms mean though, like for example flow. However, I do know that to trigger it twice is actually pretty good. Some abilities do trigger when you have flow excess, so we'll get the Elysian probably. You can also go for gain 0.2 mana generation, but add 3 gems to your deck at the start of battle. That is definitely not something we would necessarily want. That's a lot of mana generation, but gems, basically they make you do nothing for a short duration of time. However, a gem build could actually be good, but I don't know. We could either go jam build or flow build, but I'm not a huge fan of jam, and for that reason, we'll be going the flow build. And speaking of flow, we actually have 2 different flow benefits right here, so good thing we went the flow route. So we have a harpoon here for 4 extra spell damage with flow, or we can go for 5 defense. We'll probably go the offensive route. And we'll go for offensive now, just to burst down in early game. And we also get our level up thing here. We'll probably just go for a single fire thing. And the fire does 140 damage over 5 seconds, as well as whatever damage it says in the bottom right corner right over there. So we do have hired gun. I feel like this is pretty inconsistent because you actually have to get a kill. It could end up giving you a lot of money over time, but I feel like more often than not, it's going to fail you. Especially if you're trying to cycle with stuff and you just keep missing because it costs 2 gold each time and you only get 4 when it kills. And you're not always going to secure a kill. For that reason, we're just going to go with a little bit of fire poke, gain some XP, and we move on. And then you have branching paths that you can take depending on which route you want, each one representing a different thing. We'll probably go for the loot room, so we'll go for this hazard first. And, okay, we want to go kill that immediately. Dead. Easy as that. And we end up getting a glass flute from it. Apply 1 fragile to all enemies at the start of battle. Fragile makes it's basically like Hunter's Mark of Fairy Fire and Gems of War. It makes it so they take 1.5 times damage for 1 single hit. So not exactly the same. Almost imagine like reverse reflect. Oh, it's actually, you know what? It's like Enrage. It's basically like Enrage on Skull. 1.5 times damage, 1 hit. Basically Enrage. But except it applies to whatever we do to them. Anyways, on to the next one. Okay, what do we have here? Ring of Fire, Firewall, or push the target down 1 tile for a little bit of damage. That seems rather useless, but for 0 mana, that might actually be worth it. Firewall would probably be the next best, which I feel like I should go for. Fire Ring, I guess, could also work, but given that it's that much more mana, I'd rather just go for a wall and just try to align it a bit better. It also does more damage initially, and there's a 1 lower mana cost. For that reason, I think we're going to go Firewall. If they run into the wall, they'll take 140 damage over some time. And let's see, Pet Turtle. A turtle that drops a shield whenever it gets hit. Wait. Interesting. Haste for 2 seconds when you cast a spell. And then 0.1 mana generation. I want to know, what does that do? A turtle that drops a shield whenever it gets hit. Does that break the enemy shield? Or does that give us shield? I don't quite understand that one. For now, we're just going to go with something really basic and just get some mana for now. Okay, so here we have a loot room. You basically have to kill the chest in time in order to actually get the loot. And we'll easily kill it out right here. Kill that out. And then just take out these other 2 things. Get a bunch of monies. There we go. And we got deal damage on contact with someone. And what do we have? Let's see. We have a fire shot that applies poison, which is probably what we're going to go for. Hit in the center 4 tiles of the enemy field and crack them. That actually is pretty beneficial. Ooh, I actually like that. Never mind, I want this. What basically what cracked tiles do in these kind of games is if something steps on the cracked tile, it'll break afterwards. A broken tile cannot be stepped on unless you have an ability that basically gives you some form of hover or something similar to that. So whenever you end up breaking a tile, it can be pretty inconvenient because it basically traps you or your opponent into a certain location where they might not be able to do as much from. So it basically makes their board smaller, but after they step off of it, it cracks and makes it even smaller after. But yeah, basically, you don't want to actually step off of cracked tiles. They do go away after some amount of time. I'm not sure what the exact time is in this game, though, but we'll probably go for that. Make sure we have that. Okay, next thing. So let me actually see. So this is what it does. So let me try doing it on my side to feel some. Oh, never mind. It's always good to do it in the middle. But basically, if they step on that, it's going to make it into a square that they can't actually step on. And they won't be able to for some amount of time. basically meaning that we can easily kill them from either the top or the bottom, most likely, since they'll only have 2 single middle tiles that they might not go on. It also allows us to do like a whole fire row over there or over here, which will much easier hit them, since they aren't as likely to be there or there if they can't step anywhere in the middle. But anyways, also any flawless we do, I believe we get more points for, so I've been trying to get as many flawlesses as we can. So, let's see, here we have a rescue thingy that we can go take. Then we have a treasure chest, and then a hazard. Hazard has a really weird thing that you don't want to hit, so that could be pretty bad. Campfire gives you some heal. I'm not sure if it has any other property. Battles are just normal battles, the swords, and then that last thing's a boss battle. And in the other row that we didn't take, there's a shop and a mini boss. But we're gonna be taking this middle path, so we'll get this distress. Oh no, one of these distresses. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this without taking damage. You kind of have to shield for them. There we go. We took damage, but we made sure they both survived, so it was worth it. There we go. And from that we get a explode tendons. Enemies have a chance to explode on death, dealing 40 damage to surrounding tiles. And then we also get ourselves a ruby, which deals, oh, it's an epic one. Deal 5 damage to all enemies when you cast a spell. Oh, that's actually pretty convenient. Hopefully that doesn't hit any of our allies though. Oh, what's this game called? Sorry. This game is called One Step from Eden is the name of this game. We'll be streaming it as an actual stream tomorrow, but some people wanted to see it before we end out tonight. So we're just doing a quick run of it right now. But yeah, we'll be streaming this tomorrow, probably around 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or so. We'll be doing it after the Bounty Hunter stream. I'll grab lunch in between, and then we'll do this game for some amount of time between the 2 Gems of War streams tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. But yeah, 5 damage to all enemies when you cast a spell. Right there. So that'll be useful. And then we get a spell here. Swipe. Do we want to swipe? Throw a knife up to 4, and then consume. Oh wait, never mind. That's the shuriken thing. So yeah, we get to hit 5 tiles in front, and then add 1 Kutani, which basically is just a quick cast, spell. Shard Toss will allow us to do up to about 100 damage to a single thing for only 100, but it has a weird delay to it. I'm not sure if that's going to be worth it. And what's this? Beam pulls enemies towards you until you move. Interesting. Not sure if we'd want that. It does 5 damage each time. That's a weird ability. We'll probably go for swipe. Okay, what do we need next? Unfortunately, we had to take damage that one other battle in order to protect those 2 things, but it was worth it for all the items we got. But now we had to take a little bit of damage, unfortunately. And we did not have a shield, so we did have to take that one to HP, which is permanent, whereas if you take shield damage, your shield gets reset every battle. Here we have a chest again, so we need to go grab this chest. Please get 8. Go, go, go. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, that should be dead. Go. Go. How are you not dead yet? Give me the chest. There we go. Give me all those loots. Give me the monies. There we go. And from it, we got a power shard. Deal 10 bonus damage when I hit, deals 40 or more damage, which is almost all of our attacks. Okay, so this is actually a really interesting one. I got a really weird build earlier with this that was just so overpowered. It it deals damage equal to your other spells. So you have 2 spells in cycle every single time, and it does damage equal to the other one. Do I have any that do a really high amount right now? We have one that does 100, one that does 80, one that does 100. I think it'll be worth picking up, and just keep in mind that we have it going forward. Because, yeah, this has a lot of potential. It basically does twice of whatever your other ability is. If you have like 100-something damage ability, it'll hit that twice. So if you have like a 200 damage ability, you just did 400 damage with a 2 mana thing. It's very situational because obviously there are going to be a lot of times where you're not going to be able to go and actually use it because you're going to have an ability that does like almost no damage in your other slot. But more often than not, it's going to be pretty potent. And I was running it a bit earlier, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Switch bait, so we'll go with that. A lot of things you kind of have to, one another mechanic I don't normally use, you can actually click the side thing to shuffle your deck. I don't feel like I do this enough, but you can shuffle your entire hand if you want to go to one of your other cards in order to get something better. Or if your cards that you currently have just aren't really usable. Okay, anyways. Here we have a hazard. So this has a thing that we don't want to hit on it. And if you do, you are going to die. You are going to die so hard. So let me be careful that I don't hit that. Okay, that just created some money. Let me grab that. Okay, I need to... Wait, what am I trying to kill? Oh, it's the thing on my side. Wait, how do I kill that on my side, then? Okay, let me do that, then. There we go. And as you saw there, we just did 220 damage. Because our other ability was at 110, or 100, I mean. So we did 200 damage there. To kill that up. I didn't even realize that was an enemy. First time I've seen that enemy. Still trying to figure out what they do. So here, all of these are actually upgraded. As you can see, kind of by their little letters, they have like an upgrade thing to them. They all do kind of different things. But yeah, you can upgrade your equipment to be slightly better. And you can do that with points, or you can find equipment that is slightly upgraded. Let's see, it restores half your mana. So it adds 2 kunis to your deck. And restore half the mana cost. Wait, what do you mean half the mana cost? It only uses 1. Oh, okay, so it restores half a mana, I guess. So like half a bar. This is a weird one that you can heal something with. Oh, this also restores half the mana cost. Weird. But it basically heals them, but then does poison damage. And poison, what it does is does its initial damage to its full amount over time, and then half. So it'll do 80 damage and 40 because it's 80. So technically it'll do more than 100 that you heal. It's also good on something that has no damage on it, because if you throw this on it and you heal it, well, you can't heal them for nothing. Or, you know, you'll heal them for nothing if you do it when they're full. So you can do it for the full amount of damage, basically getting a full 80 stack for only 1 single mana, which is pretty okay. Now what's this? A tri-shot? Doesn't seem horrible. What does it do? Hits 3 ways. If Trinity is full, casts thrice, and it gains 1 Trinity. So there's quite a few Trinity kind of abilities where you basically try to get 3 stacks, and then you get a really strong ability out of it. I feel like Flow has a couple instances of this too, except Trinity is actually last, whereas Flow gets used every single time you cast an ability. But I guess we'll go for a Trinity shot then, just because it does have the extra 20 damage, and this will be a little bit good against bosses. The only problem with this is we might randomly hit something we don't want to hit in some battles, so we do have to be a little bit careful with it as far as how we angle it. But I think that is the one I actually want to go for of these 3. The only problem with that is, though, that's a high mana cost. I just realized it's mana cost. We could always go with a smaller mana cost option. I don't know. I kind of want to go for it. We need some build up some Trinity if we're going to build, try going for other tools. So right here we can get a heal. Heal is just for HP. Gain 3 shield when we cast a spell is probably the most worth it. Unfortunately, I wish we would have known that before we grabbed the one that we just grabbed. And then we have a 50% chance to create a frost explosion when doing frost. We don't really have a frost build, so I think I'm going to go for the shield because we really don't need much heal here. So let's go for the little bit of shield every time we cast, and hopefully we can tank up with that. Oh yeah, it doesn't apply to our next battle. Oh, which is a boss, which we can expect to die on pretty hard. Oh yeah, this game is on stream schedule. It's on, we're going to be doing this around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I was just doing a run of it because some people wanted to see it before we ended. Run takes about however long it takes. I'm not even sure sometimes how long it takes. Oops, I missed. Oh, I did that. Okay, good. He didn't hit me. Please go to the center of your board. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can triple shot right there and end up hitting. Oh, triple shot's actually not that bad. I forgot that's something you can do. Okay, please hit the fire. Please hit the fire. Oh, I actually dodged that, almost. Okay, this ability is useless to me here. I'm just going to cast it. Just to get rid of it. Oh no! Awful. He's not going in the center at all. I should have saved it for this, though. Oh, he's right in lightning range, if nothing else. There we go. Oh, missed. Come on, give me new spells. Firewall, stop going up front. If you're gonna go up front, we're just gonna burn you then. There we go, dead. Oh, I didn't mean to kill you. Okay, good, we didn't kill. We're gonna spare. If we spare them, we get 2 things. They will assist us in future battles. We also get a heal from them. I'm not sure if it does anything else other than that, but they will occasionally help us in some battles, and they will heal us right now. I believe they can also heal us in some other battles, or do they just assist? I'm not sure. Haven't played enough to know for sure yet, but we'll go and head over to this like fiery area, I guess, and they'll say thanks, heal us, and there we go. I don't think we get any loot for that or EXP if we spare them. However, it is going to help us into some future battles. So it could be worth it, could be not worth it. Depends how you want to run it. So we'll go for that for the heal. Gain even more HP back. And what do we have? We got Zenith, Explode, a 3x3 Explode on a current tile. Can hit self. Interesting. That's good against bosses, I guess. We don't have much flow for the fact that we got a lot of flow stuff early on. We have almost no flow abilities. On flow, return it to your deck. Oh, so you could actually... I see why it's called Rock Cycle. So at the end, you could actually go use all your flow to keep doing it over and over again. Oh, that's an interesting ability. I think I'm going to go for the Zenith Flow. Because we don't really have that much flow at the moment. I don't think I would want to use that with our flow once we do have it. I'm going to go for Zenith. It's good against bosses, so we can kind of lure them if they move towards us. Or if they like going in the same location, like that one that keeps the one to go tank up front. Okay, let's go. So what path do we want? We do have money now, so we could try going the shop path if we want. I think I might go for the loot path and just hope we survive long enough to take the next shop. So we're going to go down this top path over here. It's a bunch of battles into a loot box. So we'll go for it. Oh, also we got a thing we need to go rescue. Oh no, this is going to be bad. I don't have a way to do that easily. Oh no, ow, 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 ow. Oh, I did that. Oh no, don't kill the thing. Gosh, I should just let it die. Trying to keep it alive almost hurt me more than it helped. Well, we got back to about the same amount of HP. Oh, if this shot kills the enemy, or kills the target, gain 100 HP, consume. Let me get that. Hit all enemy tiles in a sweeping pattern. Oh, that was the ability he just had. That's kind of funny. But let me go for this. It's only usable once per battle. However, we can get 100 heal if we can get it off. We might even want to shuffle for it some battles if there's only one thing left, just to get a heal. Okay, let's go to the next battle. Let's see. Please move, please move, please move, please move. Get out of there, get out of there. Go to middle, go to middle. Don't make me have to get a new hand. Not what I wanted. Wait, why didn't I cast? I clicked B. Oh, it has armor. Oh! Oh. Okay, I see. It has like a barrier on it. There's some that you take less damage every single time they get hit because they have so much armor on them. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, where's my, I need to find that one ability. Let me just keep shuffling until I find, I need to shuffle until I find, what's it called? Please just give it to me. I'll trash everything until we get it. Oh no, don't hit myself. That'd be a fail. Seriously, please give me heal already. Did I use it already? I don't think I trashed it. Did I trash it and not even know it? Where is it? Oops, I accidentally killed it. Oh, I did trash it earlier. I did accidentally trash the, oh, whoops. I wanted to save the heal for the final hit there. Oh, well, we'll get it on one of our battles. Let's see. Hit self for 40 damage. Gain 100 shield. I'm not sure about that because that doesn't count as flawless. I don't think that's worth it. Even though it's a 60 durability gain. Because we're sacrificing the HP for it. What's this? Gain 40 shield and crack adjacent tiles. Gain 2 flow. We need flow, so I'm going to go for this. We'd want to crack them near the enemy, though. Like all the way up front. Just so we don't crack one of our own tiles. One of the tiles will be cracking the enemy then. Though it'll make it so our corner doesn't work. But yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, next battle. Let's see. Oh, wait, we got a chest thing here. Looks like a heal chest. Give me that. Wait, can I actually kill it with this thing? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, good heal. Don't cast B. Whatever I do, do not cast B. Do not cast B. Do not cast B. Do not cast B. Oh, don't do that either. Okay, I need to kill it with that. There we go. Get that heal. Worth it. Even though it's not flawless, get that heal in there. Let's see. What's this? Hit the last target that hit you. This could be worth it in some battles. I guess we'll go for it. Shard Toss is a little bit inconsistent. Yeah, let's get Revenge, I guess. It also works really good with that ability that we have 100 damage on. So that we can go get a double thing. Okay, do you want extra mana regen? Deal 10 damage to all enemies when you get hit. Dead enemies leave a flame behind. Oh, we're just going to go for a little bit extra mana flow. What is our mana flow at right now? We're at 0.9 mana generation per second. We have 0 extra attack, 0 extra shield, 0 extra spell damage, and 11 luck. Not exactly sure what luck does. Oh, also, can we remove them at any point? I didn't even realize. I thought you had to be at a shop to remove a spell that you don't want. Are you allowed to do that whenever? Interesting. I guess you could do it any time when you're just kind of chilling here. I don't need to right now, but seems like we can. Oh no, the chest is moving. Get back here, chest. No, 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 no. Don't die on me. Okay, good. All right. That was almost bad. The chest got away from us. Never seen a moving chest. Okay, we got from it this thing. Gain 0.2. Oh no, we got 3 required gems now. This was that thing I wasn't going to take earlier. Well, now we have a lot of mana regeneration, if nothing else. We gain 0.3 mana to regen, but it adds 3 jams to our deck. And jam does nothing. It's just a useless ability for stronger abilities. What is this knife? Looks like a lot of damage. Throw a fast knife. If you have fragile, duplicate this spell, consume. So it's basically a one-time kind of thing per battle just to get a nice poke. I think that's fine. We'll grab it. Nice little poke thing. Nice 100 solid damage. Only once per battle, but still a solid one nonetheless. Anything that says consume, it only means consume per battle, not permanently through the run. Okay, I need to try keeping that alive if I can. So let's do exactly that. If I can, even keep myself alive. There we go. Unfortunately, she did die. Let's see. Freeze for 1 second to heal 40 HP. Anchor consume. That is potentially worth it depending on what we're up against. But in higher, quicker battles, it's probably not. So I might not go for it. I'd rather have that other ability that we have. This is a double break. I guess we'll go for this. It also gains 2 flow, so we'll go for this. We can take 2 tiles, go move all the way up, and so they're not going to be as annoying of a 2 tile, and then hit them for quite a bit of damage. This also works pretty good with that middle laser that we got, so they can't actually move away. So if we crack out those middle tiles, they won't be able to move as much, and then we can go take the 2 sides out. So we'll go with this. This also works really good with that double hit ability, because it'll hit for 240 damage if we used it with that other ability that hits twice. That uses it based on our other ability's power. I gotta take the second mini-boss then. Or the second boss, I should say. Not mini-boss. Okay, let's see. How do we go about this? Okay, I should have done that one over. Oh, good. He still ran into it. Let's see. Oh, I got a big ability here. I need to try making sure we get that aligned. Let me go for it. Okay, let me just go through that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not fair. I'm just going to throw that because we're almost guaranteed not going to get a heal on it. Seriously, how are we supposed to dodge that? Is that even possible to dodge? I assume not. How? We don't bury or anything. Oh, I should have waited. Oh, wait, we got a good hit. Oh, no! I missed with the other thing. Okay, I'll go through the tile. I think I just missed, though. Oh, we got jams. Don't jam me. Get out of here, jams. Okay, looking grim. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh no, I'm cornered. Oh, that's problematic. What on earth just froze that real quick? I have no clue what ability actually did that. Oh wait, also, I got a lot of damage here. Hold up. Where is he? There we go. I almost killed him. Gosh. Come on, give us something. Give us something. There we go. I have no clue what's actually slowing down time like that. Should we kill? I'll spare him. I probably should start killing them. Get XP and more loot from it. But we kind of need the heals to not die with. Would be good. Let's see. Where should we go? Let's go and right to the frozen area, I guess. Okay. Let's see. We'll go for that first. Oh no! Those things explode. How are you not dead? There we go. Oh, I should have cycled until we got a heal. That would have been a good place to heal, actually. Whoops. Oh, well. Oh, do you get an app in Animal Crossing that can access that? I actually haven't gotten that yet. Oh, a 2 flow. Oh, I love this ability. This actually goes really well with other flow abilities. Because it needs flow, plus it works with other flows. Okay. We need a shop, so let me take top path. Actually, we're going to go 2 different ways, but we'll go to battle. I really hate those hazards. It's because they're annoying to try to avoid not hitting. So we'll go this top path then, and just go all the way down so we can reach a shop. We have 178 coins on us. We don't currently have anything that uses coins, so we'll go to that. Throw some tiles at him. Okay, can you not? Oh, that's bad. Maybe I shouldn't have threw some tires. Tiles. Can we get a flame row? Okay, can one of you go to the middle? That'd be great. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna nuke it then when he comes over next time. Oh wait, I get to cycle till we get a heal. Hold up. Oh no, I didn't mean to kill you by running into you. Fail. I wanted to kill you with my other thing. What do we have? Crossfire. That's super situational, but it synergizes with our other ability. If Trinity is full, cast the Ragnargord, gain 1 Trinity? Or Ragnarok, I mean. Oh, which is just a big sword. Wait, I don't know how much damage that does, though. It doesn't say. Undertow. Doesn't seem worth it. We'll go with the crossfire. It's a little bit hard to aim, but it's better on bosses if nothing else. And having things that are good on bosses is very beneficial. Oh, I didn't move again. Okay, let me go for tile toss. Revenge whatever hit me last. Oh wait, nothing hit us yet. Oh, now they have. Oh, a little late. Wait, is that thing an ally? Hold up. No, this isn't. Okay, I don't have any ability that can hit that properly. Okay, I'm just gonna cycle. I was gonna wait until they get into alignment, but we'll do that. Kill that one out. Gain some armor. Get rid of our rocks there. Throw even more tiles at it. Oh, I couldn't throw the other tile because we didn't have a tile there. That's funny. Okay, let's throw a revenge at him. Throw that so we can get the other ability. Hit him directly with that. Push back on the rock. Let's see. Let's throw that down to kill. Oh, wait. I should... again, I should have cycled in the heal. Keep forgetting we have the 100 heal when there's only one left. It's like the second time I could have gotten free 100 heal. Oh, the big arrow. I want it. Oh, I don't have... Oh, no. I don't have 4 mana yet, though. I have yet to find a mana crystal. So we actually can't cast it. But we could use it for our other ability. I know. I still like it. The biggest issue with it, though, is I can't use it until we find a mana crystal. But we're about to get a mana crystal at the shop, hopefully. So I'll grab it. And we'll just cycle out of it whenever we get it. Oh, or we'll get a mana crystal right now. That works. Gain 4 attack, but lose 300 max life. No thanks. So then again, does that actually even reduce our life, though? I think I want a mana crystal, given what I just said. The bow is unusable without it. Plus another mana is nice, especially with how much mana regen we have. Onward. Okay, we have a battle, then a hazard, then a shop. If it gets 5 to the shop, we should be okay, hopefully. Oh, we got a heal there. Let me go grab that. Good, we got it. Except I think I got hit, kind of. Let's see. Oh, I do have the bow now. Can I get a good bow somewheres? Please. No! No! I gotta be like that. Okay, let me get a hit on that, so that kills out. Get a poke there, kill that out. Okay, let's go kill out this other thing now. Do we have a big ability? Yes, we do. I just need to go and hit this. That'll almost kill it. No, it blocked it with one of its icicles. Okay, I got my heal ability here. So let me go and get rid of... Oh, no, don't do it there. Oh, I just hit myself for that. That was awful. Because all these blocks. Let's see. We'll throw that. And no, I didn't want you to die yet. I forgot burning had a delay. I should have waited till the burn and then took the heal. Another battle where we could have gotten heal and didn't. I think that's the third battle we could have gotten it. Let's see. Gain 4 defense. Increase shuffle time by 1 second. Let's see. Or 3 luck. I'd rather... We'll go for the defense, I think. What is our luck level at right now? Not sure exactly what it even does, but we're at 18 luck, so it's pretty high already. We'll go for armor. We don't have, like, any other additional stats, so we'll go for that. I don't shuffle that often. Okay, let's take this hazard. Where's the hazard at? Wait, where is the hazard? Okay, let's go for that. Take that down. Take revenge on that. Oh, the hazard is the thing behind me. I see. Alright, let's go for... Can you please die? We're at like 0 HP. Okay, that should die to the burn. Can we cycle into another thing? Or we'll just do that. That works too. Oh, wait. Oops, I have monies. Could have taken that. Watch us be like a few money short for whatever we need now. Let's see. On flow, restore 4 mana. Gain 4 flow. 25% chance to apply frost on hit. What's this? On flow, restore 4. Is that worth it? On flow, restore 4 mana. Gain 4 flow. 25% chance. That's quite a bit of... Let's just gain some flow. It might be worth it, though. Because we have a lot of things that do need a benefit of flow. So you know what? We'll go for Earth Prayer then. Okay. Let's go see our first shop. Or first shop of the run, I should say. Okay. Continue. So let's go get a shop now. Okay, what do we have? Another mana crystal. Gain 50 max HP when you save a hostage. Ooh. And what's this? Restore 0.2 mana when flame damage is dealt. I don't have too much flame, but I do have some amount of flame. That one might not be worth going our way for, though. And also you can do, like, contracts. Kind of like Binding Visa kind of style. Take 140 damage for 25 money. You can always donate 100 blood for some money, though it has diminishing return. And right here we have a Seal Heat, which gains us 5 luck, but enemies have a 50% chance to fire a missile on hit. So let's go for the guarantee ones off our monies. We can also buy upgrades for various abilities if there is anything in particular we wanted to upgrade. There actually is one I kind of want to upgrade and build a bit more around. And that is the thing that we've been getting a lot of abilities for, the switch bait. So for now, let me definitely get a mana crystal. I kind of want the hostage thing too. And we can get one upgrade. So I think we'll do that. We'll get the hostage max HP. But then again, I'm not sure if max HP will actually increase our HP by 50 every time we save a hostage. Also, the later we get into the game, the harder it is going to be to save a hostage. So alternatively, we could go for 2 upgrades. And maybe a trashing ability that we don't need. We could also refresh these into different things if we want. However, it's pretty expensive, costing 30 of those things to do so. That's definitely not worth it, I don't feel like. We don't have enough burn to make it worth it. I feel like this is going to be too situational, and we're only going to get like 50 or 100 HP out of spending 110. So I think we might just go for some upgrades. So can we actually get... No, we're only going to be able to get 2. But we can go for 1 upgrade into the badge, I guess, the heal badge. But if nothing else, I do want to get an upgrade for this and see what we can get out of it. So let's go for upgrade. Okay, so what can we get out of it? Apply fragile on hit, 25% chance to leave a flame on hit. Or consume, heal, and gain 5 max HP. Probably not. I'd rather have apply fragile, because I believe the second hit will have the fragile on it, so that the follow-up hit will do the additional damage. So we can burst even more damage with that. So we'll apply a fragile on hit. I believe it'll interact that way. We'll find out. And I guess we'll go for the potential heal off of saving someone. And I think that's all we buy then. Oh yeah, we still have a remove ability. What do we want to remove if we were to remove something? What do we need the least out of everything we have? We don't really have anything too bad right now. Though it doesn't have the best of synergy with each other. I'll hold for now. I don't see an immediate thing I really would want to remove with this build. But you can get your deck to be like absolutely perfect by using a bunch of removes too, and have a really nice cycle. But I haven't tried doing too much with that yet, like removing a lot of abilities to have a nice one. Okay, anyways, let's go and move on. I'm surprised we haven't died yet. As I say that, we're probably about to die. We do have a revive of 600 when we die here, and I say when because we are. Not good enough to not die against that yet. But I am starting to learn its pattern a bit to survive a bit more. As I say that, we get hit twice. You have to look where it actually spawns those crystals, I've noticed. The order in which it spawns it is when it comes out. Okay, let me revenge that. Oh, it doesn't actually hit it directly. I thought it did. It has like a delayed thing. Oh, and I still ran into it. But you have to look where the first one spawned and then the next one, and then move to the other spot. And we died. Fail! As I stated, I can't even get it. Oh! What? She came in with shield! That's the first time that thing has ever saved me like that. Oh, nice. Okay, we're not gonna be able to use that heal anyways, so. Okay, let's go get 2 of these. Use this. Okay, completely missed with it. Completely missed with it again. Oh no, it did hit! Nice! Get a tile hit, miss. This is gonna be too hard to hit with. Can you please stop being all weird? Oh, I missed by 1 tile. Stop trying to kill us. Okay, we got a jam there. Get some barrier. Oh no, we got all jams left. I gotta stop moving for it. Please, use the jam. Use the jam. Stop getting hit. Please hit, please hit. Nope. Fail. Luckily, we don't actually die here. Gotta revive. You're the one who dies. You didn't show mercy, we should kill you. Though I need the heal. But no. There we go. Remove 1. While you have fragile, gain 0.2 mana, gain 1 fragile at the start of battle. Gain 2 max mana, lose 300 max health. I'm not sure if... I want to test something right here. Do we lose 300 health here? I think if we just gain... It just makes our cap go lower. I don't think we actually lose 300. Like, our cap will go to 600 out of 900. It shouldn't reduce our HP by 300, I don't believe. Just the max. We'll find out. Good. Okay, that is what it does. It does not reduce your actual HP. Just your max. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Because we probably weren't going to be able to heal up that high anyways. for the rest of this run. But now we have 7 mana to use. Okay, where do we want to go terrain-wise? Not even sure what the patterns are for most of these. Let's go freeze area, I guess. Okay, we got some cannons going on here. Oh, we got a heal thing over there. Okay, let me see if I can cycle into a heal. No, don't kill it. I'm not trying to kill it. Trying to cycle to my 100 heal. Gain 40 shield when we cast that. Sure, it'll be something quick to use. Only 1 mana. Gain another level, gain some more benefits. We go for some heal right now, which I almost feel like going for. Gain 0.2 mana for each broken tile. Add 1. No, we're just going to go for the med kit. Give me that heal. Okay, that almost brings us to max HP. Or at least the max HP that we have left anyways. Okay, I think we go down here, get the loot chest. Go for the shop. Actually, do we even need a shop now? I think we go for the mini-boss route. And go all in trying to die. We still get a loot chest. We get 2 battles. We get the item for the mini-boss. The only problem is we might take a lot of damage going through. Is the only issue there. Well, we'll go try taking that path then. Okay, how do we do this? Go for that. Oh, wait, I did that while I didn't have another option. Oops. Go for that one there. Go for the middle thing. Oops, should have diagonaled correctly. Have we been hit yet? I don't think we have. So I can't really use revenge. Oh, now we have. Revenge that. Let's see. Nuke him. Dead. Okay, what do we get? Let's see. Pull back the half. I guess we'll go rock cycle. And I guess return to our hand if we still have flow left. And then we can cycle it a few times towards the end of our deck. Okay, what is that thing right there? I'm not even sure. I'm killing it. I'm not sure if I was supposed to, but I did. Okay, I have an okay ability here. Oh, what is that snake? What on earth is that snake that keeps attacking us there? Can you please die? You have like 3 HP left. Let's see. Double tap. Fire 2 shots in quick succession. If this kills an enemy, cast this again. Oh! 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 That is 400 damage on a line. If you can actually get that to work. It's a lot of mana cost though, and you're anchored the whole time. And what's this? Jam cannon. Fire a shot for every jam in your deck. Anchor. Add 1 jam to your deck. Oh, cool. So that's that can actually be really strong. So if you have something like 4 jams in your deck, that just attacked for, what is that? So you're anchored the entire time, kind of like with this gun. It's basically this gun, but for jams. I don't think we have enough jams in our deck. I think we only have 2, right? So with 2 jams, it's only 160 damage, whereas this is more. However, that's 0 mana cost, though. But it adds another jam, which is annoying. I think we'll just go double tap. 400 potential damage. Oh, so hello, Liz. Welcome. Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, we're just playing this. Some people want to see it. We'll be doing an actual stream dedicated towards it tomorrow. I will kill that. Not sure if we're supposed to, but I did it. Hopefully it doesn't trigger something bad like that snake that's trying to attack us, which it probably is. Wait, what is that thing? I need to kill the one all the way in the back there. Oh, that wasn't for a heal. Ah, the cannon! I love that. That was the cannon we just got earlier. Get a kill, cast again. I wonder if that keeps doing it. If you get a kill into a kill into a kill, does this keep going? Let's see. Gain 3 spell power, lose 300 max health. That's probably not worth it. I'm pretty sure that one's not worth it. The earlier one, yes. And if we still didn't take one earlier, like if we hadn't taken one yet, I'd probably consider it. But the fact that we already have, I don't think that's worth it now. I think we just go for 2 defense, because that will knock our HP down by 13. Plus, we can't even heal anymore. So let's go a little bit defense to mitigate some damage, and we gain a level out of it. Let's see, even more regen. Oh, heal up to the number of cards in your deck every single battle. Please give me that. Give me some heal. So as soon as we get into the next battle, we heal based on how many cards we have in our deck, which is very useful. Okay, let me get an X shape there. How are you not dead? There we go. Give me that loot. Grab over coins here, or whatever they're called, shards, little data points. And now whenever we slow an enemy, they actually apply frost. I mean, slow enemies now have it now slows enemies that have frost, basically. We only have one frost ability though, so that does almost nothing for us, unfortunately. Let's see what we get as one of these. I guess Poison Jam. We can also do the deck slam though. So however many things we currently have in our deck, we do as damage. This would be good if we got it early on. However, if we don't have a lot of things in our deck at the time, it's not going to do too much. So I might just go for Poison Dart. I'm not sure. This is very situational, depending on how early we end up getting it. However, we are starting to get a lot of cards to the point that it might be worth considering. I don't think it tells us the total number of cards we have here. But it's... oh, it shows you the average mana cost, though. But where does it show total? Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I think it might be worth it occasionally. Even if we only had half our deck, that's like 100-something damage this thing's normally going to be doing. So, yeah, I guess we'll grab it. 100-something damage for 2 mana costs. Plus, it's going to keep getting more if we keep getting more cards and not deleting them. We'll go for it. Deck Slam. Okay, let's go and throw that down. Throw the thing in the middle. Throw that, throw that, throw that. Oh, I'm trapped. Throw that down. Kill that out. Too much things are going on. Too many things. Grab our points. Let's see. Oh, Fisher's pretty good for, oh wait, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. I thought that was the thing that binds them. My bad. Not the one I thought it was. Boomerang wasn't too bad. Restore 2 mana on hit and root targets for 2 seconds. Fisher, crack all tiles in front to push enemies aside. Gain 2 flow. Actually, Fisher isn't too bad. That's a lot of crack. That is a lot of crack. I guess we'll go for it, actually. Any boss that moves a lot, this will help disable it to a single location. Or at least to a single line, so we can just keep throwing straight horizontal lines at. Okay, let's go die to the boss. And we don't have a revive, so next death is death. Gosh, no. I'm trying to get close enough to hit this. Okay, I'm just gonna need to shuffle to something else at this point. I can't get close enough to even get a hit. Okay, we're about to die. Gain some barrier there. Probably wasn't worth it though, for the cracks. We're dead. Stop attacking so much. Okay, please keep calm like this. This is much better than what you were doing before. No! Oh, we're dead. Unless it helps us again. Rip. And we don't have a revive this time. But yeah, that's the game. And obviously it's roguelike, so we can expect to die a lot. But anyways, that's what the game looks like. We'll be streaming it tomorrow around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably between the 2 streams tomorrow. For some amount of time. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. And that's pretty much the game plan. So tomorrow we'll be back with Gems of War at around hopefully 10 or 11. We'll have the video up first going over the Mythic. Just a key opening going over the Mythic. Then we'll have on, after that, we'll end up doing the stream for, what's it called? For Bounty Hunter. And finish out the entirety of Bounty Hunter. We'll probably make it some mention of the Mythic. And then after that, we'll go play this game. And then after that, we'll go pretty much until we stream, other than dinner. In between at some point. But that's probably the game plan then for tomorrow, as far as what we're going to be doing. But anyways, let's go claim our rewards before we head out. Gain all of our levelage to gain some permanent bonuses that we could get into future ones. So now we can find Ice Shard, which is gain 140 shield, but also Frost and Fragile. And, oh, that looks like a legendary one as far as its color. Looks pretty cool. So that ends up doing apply Frost to all enemies once per second for 6 seconds. And then it consumes it, which means it can only be used once per battle. That doesn't seem that bad at all. Basically what Frost does is it does, I believe, 100 damage once they get 3 stacks of Frost. So that's basically 200 damage to all enemies, just a little bit over time. So we'll do Frost, 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 do 100 damage, Frost, 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 do 100 damage. It doesn't say exactly how long it does it over. Oh yes, 6 seconds. So basically over the course of 6 seconds, after 3 seconds it'll do 100 damage to all enemies, and after another 3 seconds it'll do another 100. Interesting mechanic. Interesting. Anyways, so that was that. I have yet to complete a run Nor will I probably do one tomorrow to full completion, but we'll see. It's obviously a pretty hard game, even on normal. And you have to learn like the pattern of every single enemy and what all the abilities actually do, the synergies, and I don't know, it's pretty difficult, but it's definitely a lot of fun. A lot more difficult than the like original Mega Man series was, that's for sure. But definitely a lot of fun. And of course, it has all the standard kind of roguelike elements. We even got trolled with like a reward from a chest that was actually technically bad. Because there's, of course, those rewards that have like the minus HP to them. So it's like, oh, you're going to get a reward from this chest. And it's like, oh, it actually makes it worse than better rather than better. As some roguelikes are. But we got a really overpowered one a little bit earlier and ended up going pretty far. And that one actually went decently far as far as how we've been doing. But we'll get better, and it's kind of one of those kind of games that you improve on slowly. Like any roguelike. That's a lot of fun. And again, it's called 1 Foot from Eden, right? 1 Foot from Eden. Yes, 1 Foot from Eden is what it's called. And it's on both PC, on Steam, and on Switch. And I just play it on the PC version just because it has achievements and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow with multiple different streams. We'll have Gems of War around 10, 11, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, after that, we'll have, or prior to that, we'll have the video up on the new Mythic for Gems of War. After that, we'll be playing this game. And then after that, we'll be doing Gems of War nightly streams. That's pretty much the game plan for tomorrow. No Animal Crossing tomorrow, though. I'll be continuing that on Saturday morning. But anyways, guys, stay safe from the virus. Hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And thanks for sticking around as well through this new game. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.